All right, Shalom. For Shabbat and all praise to Habashim Shai, Bashim Dash. To be honest to the elders, the apostles, that were well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. As you can see, it says Netflix film has an eerie comparison to Toxic Ohio train crash. So I'm going to play this video clip. Then I got another one on what's going on over there from Vice. And then I'm going to add some precepts.
Could I ask you about this movie? You were an extra in a movie called White Noise. Let's watch a clip of it.
Let's watch a sitcom or something.
No! They're calling it the airborne toxic event.
The plot is there is a train crash in Ohio, leads to the release of deadly toxins. The main character and his family have to evacuate. How long after the crash on the 3rd did you think of White Noise? You were an extra in this movie.
Yeah, probably the 4th. Whenever it started coming out that there was more than just a fire, train derailment, and it was more about the chemicals, it was like, oh, this is kind of uncanny. After the movie came out, I watched it, and really the first third is kind of about the, train incident, and then the last, 75% of the movie is just kind of its own story that doesn't really have to do with the evacuation, but really early on, it's very... it mirrors things very, very surprisingly the exact same. But I think that it kind of goes to show that kind of the human condition, we're the same people, different generations, different eras, and we're always kind of fighting against the powers as far as like, the everyday working class person, and trying to juggle the idea of how serious is this situation and what level do I need to kind of react to it. And you can kind of feel that from the film.
All right. So as you can see, that's the comparison. That's how you know Esau be planning a lot of this stuff out because they put it in the movie. Your film directors are warlocks and witches that know, some of the scriptures, and they put it in the movie so that everybody know what's happening, what's going to happen. People now start catching on, especially since the Lord woke us up. They're having us edify the truth, through His Spirit. So Esau's ultimate goal with this is to bring in this new world order and kill off as many people as he can. He only wants 500 million people to be a part of his new world order, and then everybody else has to be put to death. And it's over 8 billion people on this planet, So, but his agenda is the Lord's agenda. The Lord killing people off too. So,
I tell everybody they're safe. I think our citizens are safe. I think my drinking water is safe. Everybody in the cave expects a hell of a lot more than what we're getting right now.
We're at the town hall meeting here in East Palestine, where hundreds, if not thousands, of residents have gathered to ask their questions. They've basically forced the mayor into having this targeted town hall.
Many people outside of 1 mile radius are being affected by this and not getting help because we're not in a 1 mile radius.
It's been almost 2 weeks since a freight train derailed in this small Ohio town, spilling hazardous chemicals and igniting a fire that burned for days. This is the first time officials are directly addressing residents about what happened. Norfolk Southern, the company that owns the train, was supposed to be here too, but at the last minute, they bailed.
There was reports that they were scared for their safety before they got here. There's police everywhere. I was scared too. Why can't
state your question, we will respond. I will ask that question on your behalf.
The train derailed on February 3rd at 8:54 p.m. It was carrying 20 cars of hazardous materials, including vinyl chloride, a highly flammable toxic gas that causes central nervous system problems and has been linked to a host of cancers.
You have not evacuated. Please leave the area.
In the days after the accident, Norfolk Southern worried the vinyl chloride could explode, so they did a controlled burn, potentially releasing phosgene, a gas used as a chemical warfare agent in World War I. Videos soon spread widely from residents who were afraid and unsure of what they'd been exposed to.
It still smells like a chlorine and leaves like a bad taste in your throat.
Many reported rashes, sore throats, nausea, headaches, and respiratory problems, as well as seeing sick animals and water covered in a chemical sheen.
There's no way that's safe.
It stinks in here. Oh my god. I noticed the smell right away. I can smell a cleaner smell.
Zsuzsa Jenes lived less than a mile from the derailment. This is the first time she's been back home to let independent contractors hired by Norfolk Southern test the air for any harmful chemicals still lingering. The company has been working with the EPA to run these tests and has cleared over 550 homes in the area.
It smells like a chemical concoction in here. I'm literally dizzy.
Move outside. Okay.
Oh, I would not come back in here. Not like this.
This is going to be your copy. We had non-detections of VOC throughout the whole house.
What would you attribute that smell to? Because I know damn well that was not a normal smell that we have in the house.
Smell is, I'm not sure exactly what it could be. A lot of homes are different.
Even though her home was deemed safe, Jenes plans to keep staying at a hotel 20 miles outside of town, where she brought her 9-year-old son Maddox after the night of the accident.
About 3 in the morning, I thought I was losing my mind. I thought I started smelling something. I started getting a pretty bad headache. I started getting really dizzy. I felt nauseous. My eyes were burning. My nose was burning. My throat was burning. Not even 5 to 10 minutes later, I heard something. I heard a sound, and I said, I think that was Maddox. So when I walked in there, he was shaking really bad, like violently shaking, kind of tremors, like not just a little bit. It was like bad, and he was projectile vomiting across the floor. And he was saying, I need water, I can't breathe. And then his eyes looked like he didn't know what was going on. He looked so scared. And I said, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
What kind of answers are you hoping to hear? What kind of information do you feel like you need?
I just like to see a lot more transparency with just local and state governments directing people, giving us assistance. Right now they're saying, oh, our team said they didn't test anything in the air. Well, let's talk about the soil. Let's talk about this residue. Why are people getting sick if it's fucking safe? Why are they getting sick?
You don't believe it?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I definitely don't trust Norfolk or the team that they hired. I don't think they should have been given the ability to hold the reins on the narrative.
James Babizak, a toxicologist who studies chemical exposures, says residents are right to remain skeptical. Some of these residents are being told, it's safe to come back, we've tested your air, and you should have no concerns, you can come back in. Some of them are distrustful of that information.
Right. That's an obvious distrust. We don't really know what chemicals are left in the ground that may migrate over time to eventually contaminate a person's well or affect a child playing in that vicinity on that ground. So if we don't know what the chemical is that we should be concerned about, then it's very hard to predict what the sort of long-term effects might be.
Would you move back if you were in one of these homes and you were told it was safe?
That would depend. If I had a young child or if my wife was pregnant, that might put another level of what I'm going to do about this. But by the same token, I need to also consider what my resources are. I mean, can I really afford to spend a week or two more in a hotel and not be in my home. Maybe I work in that town. Do I really have the opportunity to leave my job? Do I have another place or not have another place to stay?
These are bad choices, though.
Right, man. So, basically Esau set all this stuff up. People going through all types of miseries and hell, but that's the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai. So I'm gonna start with this. This is Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And it's for our people that's over there, that's up in Ohio, that maybe in that town. You can't trust Esau. That's why, well, the only thing that's gonna help and save you is the truth. Because the Lord will make it to where you have a place to go, to stay from up in within them areas. But you will have to be doing the work, man. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that the rust had not been altogether wiped away, right? Esau want to kill, besides the New World Order plans, he want to kill Jake off totally. So, you can't trust nothing this devil say, man. You gotta start with the scriptures first and filter everything, man. And then trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. Because the Lord set this devil up. The Lord got this devil doing what he wants him to do. The power is in the Lord's hand, man. And only his elect is gonna make it through. This is Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right, Esau is the wicked, man. The devil that the Bible speaks of. So you can't expect him to do no good for real, man. Or his good come with a price, yeah, it says he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right, and the top judge is Yahweh Shai. Then the angels, the prophets, which were all men of color. They weren't Edomites. They weren't they weren't Edomites, man. They weren't lepers. Because the scriptures get the identities or the color of the Most High, the angels, Yahweh Shai, the prophets. Now you might have some brothers that's prophets that's clean leopards, not dark brown, dark colored, but as far as the Lord, Yahweh Shai go, and a lot of the prophets, they are dark skinned men, Israelites, man. Esau was the one that had the curse put upon him, so. It's Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? And the righteous are not in authority. That's why the world is mourning, man. If the righteous was in authority, then the so-called Israelis would be the righteous and the world would be at peace. This would be the kingdom of heaven, man, as the scriptures say. But they not the people, man. They're the devil too. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. There's so much mourning going on in this world, don't make no sense, man. Because the wicked is ruling. I'm gonna end it off with this one. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. So it's gonna be destruction unto the The elites, the ones that got the power to put these plans in motion the way that they're doing it, man. They already showing you that it was in a movie. That's how you know it was the devil. Micah 2:1, woe, destruction to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Right, so the elites got the power to bring about these events, man. And they covet fields and take them by violence. They take people's lands and houses and take them away. They oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, which our heritage is our land. So they took everything from us, man. You know, it's just an identifier to identify who the wicked is, man. Okay, yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. Call Allah Yahweh Shema Rashad. Double honors to the elders and the apostles that were well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.